set's just gonna be setting. I would say icy. It is icy. There's diamonds in it, so yeah, icy. Hello everyone. So I wanted to go through my 2024 wish list. It's gonna be 3 categories. We're gonna start with some jewelry, go into my wardrobe, and then others. So things that kind of don't fit into either of those. And I think it's so important to create a wish list. I do this every single year. It helps you in terms of impulse buying and making well thought out purchases. Money does not grow on trees. I'm sure we all have a budget. Your budget may be smaller than mine or larger than mine. And creating a wish list helps you to stay on track, especially with large purchases for the year. Even if you're traveling or you just have bigger responsibilities, it's something to put on your wish list and it helps to keep you motivated. So enough rambling and let's get into my wish list. I keep everything in my notes app, so you're gonna see me looking down. I don't just remember everything off the top of my head. I remember most of it though, because these are things that I want. But let's start with jewelry. We have, I don't know how to pronounce this brand, but we're gonna say Kimaï, okay? The Kimaï Jackie Pear Ring. This ring is absolutely stunning. I love it because it's not traditional. And I love the way that the gold is wavy. That's the best way for me to describe this. And the diamond sits outside of the ring. The only thing with this ring is that it's over $3,000. And it's because it's marketed as an engagement ring. The same thing happens with dresses where the dress itself, they could definitely, what is the right word? Price it much lower, but it ends up being more just because the word wedding is in there, which is so unfortunate. And I think that's what's happening with this ring, is that it's an engagement ring, so it's gonna cost more. Also, the design is lovely. I'm not saying it's not worth this price. I definitely think it is, but that's just out of my budget for the year. I have a lot that I want to do financially, and that's not gonna happen. So here are some rings that I found on Etsy that give me a similar energy to that ring, and they're all from the same seller. Let me pull up their name. Pause. After recording this video, I found a great dupe on Etsy. You'll see it on the right-hand side. Although it's not the exact same, it's $289 versus over $3,000, and it will work for me. The seller is gonna be DiaFineJewelry on Etsy. They have so many beautiful rings, especially gold and diamond rings, which many people love, of course. And what I'm looking for is not that exact style of the Kimaï ring, but mainly just a wavy ring with a floating or solitaire diamond, if that's the right word. And I'll just put a few on the screen so that you can see. I think you should check out this seller. But that is what I'm looking for, a unique ring that is simple, just gold and diamond. I have so many gemstone rings and I want more, don't get it twisted, but I would love to just have a plain diamond ring that doesn't scream engagement ring, because it's gonna be worn probably on my index finger or my middle finger. Another ring that I want from Etsy is going to be this cool flat with like an edge pinky ring. I am so into pinky rings. I think pinky rings are so cute and a great way to just spruce up the look if you don't want too much attention drawn to your hands. And check this one out. It's on my wish list. I think I'm gonna end up getting it probably before the end of spring because it's quite affordable for me at least. And going forward, I can't show you guys these because there's only one. It's a vintage bracelet. There's 2 that I want, but I will show some pictures of similar bracelets so that you kind of get the idea of what I'm about to mention. But there is this gold bangle with sapphires and diamonds stacked on it. Stunning. As well as a ruby bangle. So gold bangle, and then across the top it's ruby and diamonds. That is just so beautiful. I've really gotten into bracelets. I remember telling you guys that I don't wear a lot of bracelets because they move around too much, they're bothersome, but now I think I'm a bracelet girly. And the bracelets that I have on, I pretty much never take them off. Check out my jewelry collections, my other jewelry videos if you want to know more about the pieces that I like to wear on an everyday basis. But I want some more ruby pieces. And that bracelet's where I'm gonna start. These are quite pricey though. And as I said, one of a kind, or maybe they were mass produced at that point in time, but they no longer are. And I don't want you guys stealing it from me. I know. I hate to gatekeep, but if there's only one, I gotta be the one to get it. And then of course, I just have some more ruby pieces like a ruby ring. We have some blue topaz on the list. These are also one of a kind. I am so sorry. So much of my jewelry is vintage for what's on my list, but I'm going to put things up here that are quite similar from sellers that I think are reputable. I'll pop them down below so that you guys have an idea. But one is going to be this gold pendant. It's circular with blue topaz gem in the center. I think I can find something similar for you guys. Not the exact one I'm getting though. And then there is this blue topaz necklace, and the blue topaz is shaped like hearts, which is just so cute. I think that's probably the second piece that I'm gonna want to get, maybe the third. So it's gonna be my pinky ring, maybe the ruby bangle, because that sapphire one, we'll see if I get it this year. It's quite expensive, and if somebody buys it, it is what it is. There's not much I can do about that. And then FerkosFineJewelry on Etsy has the pink sapphire ring that I want. In my last jewelry video, which was my emerald collection, I told you guys that I want more pieces in those pink and red hues to build upon my collection. And this is the pink sapphire ring I want. It's so beautiful. And I also have these earrings that I want. I'll pop them up here if they're not vintage. I don't think they are, but it's just this pink sapphire hoops. And the other earring reminds me of princess jewelry. I don't know why. I feel like most jewelry that's in this, the way that I don't know the name of that shape, please forgive me, but like the two triangles on top of each other, why don't I know the name of that shape? Oh my gosh, you guys are about to clown me. But that shape of jewelry reminds me of what a princess would wear, and I'm in my princess energy all 2024, so that's really lovely. And just to go into some more gold and diamond pieces from DiaFineJewelry, there is this braided, not braided, but twisted ring. Oh, actually that's not from DiaFineJewelry because I found a cheaper version. I'll go ahead and link the cheaper version, but either way, it's just a dome ring that's a little bit twisted with paved diamonds in between the twists. And I just want some more chunky rings. I think they're cute. As well as from DiaFineJewelry, they have this wraparound ring with diamonds on the top, and then it's just like a gold wrap on the bottom. And I think stacking that, so just think of this dome ring with that stacked braided, twisted diamond ring together on my index finger. Y'all can't tell me that's not gorgeous. And then on my ring finger, I could do that wavy gold ring that I mentioned earlier with the floating diamond. You see the vision? And then on my other hand, that pinky ring, like, the set's just gonna be setting. I would say icy. It is icy. There's diamonds in it, so yeah, icy. Moving on to my wardrobe items, we have the Brandon Blackwood Nia Antelope bag. I know I said I don't need any more handbags. I have so many handbags, but this is one, okay? And yes, I would also love a gray handbag, but that has been an ongoing want for the past 2 years, and I still have not found a gray handbag that I adore from any brand. So we'll see if that comes up throughout the year. But this bag right here, I have nothing like it. It's gorgeous, and what made me even find this bag is that I really wanted, or I used to have a cowhide Tory Burch Lee Radziwill bag, and they recently have come up with a cowhide double bag from Lee Radziwill. But that bag sheds so fast, and I don't want a bag that's shedding on me. And so I still want to try certain hides for my bag. I would love at least one bag that's made out of a hide, but I think cowhide is probably just a bit too delicate, sheds too fast. So I wanted to try this one because it looks so much fluffier, and I just feel like it might hold up better, but it's so gorgeous. It's like the winter bag of my dreams. I just imagine myself going on a snow trip to Colorado, or more likely Lake Tahoe because I live in California, but with this person just, like, I need it. I don't think you guys get it. It's so beautiful. And the gold B for Brandon Blackwood, like, yes, I don't have any bags from Brandon Blackwood, and that is a Black-owned brand. Like, come on now, I need to represent. I need to show some respects. So that's on my wish list. I am on the mailing list for when it comes back in. Now let me tell you just a short story about why I want these shoes that are coming up. Went to Santa Catalina Island, was wearing my favorite pair of loafers. They were these Sperry's. I think they were topsiders, but I'm not 100% sure, but they were in this deep tanned leather. I love Sperry's. I know so many people hate on Sperry's, but they're comfortable, good boat shoes. You can wear them in the water, you can wear them on land. And I just wear them to the office. They're comfortable. Have you ever stepped your foot into the sole? It's like so soft. But I left them in a Mexican restaurant. We left the island, and you may ask, how did you leave your shoes somewhere? I was wearing sandals as well because, you know, we were on the beach, but I had my loafers for walking around. So left them in that restaurant, took the ferry back home, and they were gone at that point because the ferry cost more than the shoes when I bought them. So it was what it was. It's not the first time that I've lost my shoes. But over the past year, every time I get ready for work, I've just been thinking about how I wish I still had those tan Sperry loafers. And you may be asking, why didn't I just repurchase them? They no longer make it in that color. They have replaced their tan with this lighter, more vegetable colory tan. I don't like it, I don't want it. So the loafers that I found, I need to try them on though. They are from Ralph Lauren. They're the Winnie loafers in deep saddle tan. We'll see how it goes, but I am on the hunt. If you have any suggestions of ones that are similar to this rich shade of tan, please put it in the comments below. I'm really looking out for this. Now, onto Tony Bianco heels. I'm still figuring out which ones I want, but they all remind me of vintage 90s heels, which are really in right now, and it's without the luxury vintage price. So I'm just checking out their site. I've never had any heels from Tony Bianco, so I would love to get into the brand, and I'm just kind of on the hunt of finding a pair that work for me. And they're definitely probably going to be more of a kitten or a midi heel, just because that's the style that I like for vintage heels. I'm just going to pop a couple of vintage heels on the screen so you understand what I'm talking about when I say vintage heels. There's some from, I think the most popular ones right now that you keep seeing are like the Gucci with the little G print on the heels, but I want some. They're so cute. Y'all remember how Uggs last year were just on and popping? I feel like the last time Uggs were just popping, before that was when I was in middle school. And I remember that, you know, eventually over time, you know, Uggs start leaning. And I didn't want to hop on the trend this time, especially because everybody was wearing them. And I'm not someone where it's like, ew, you're wearing that, I can't wear that. I don't really mind because you may rock that, but I'm gonna also rock that. That's really how I feel when it comes to clothing and fashion. It's why I love to share with you guys. I don't mind. Everyone should have access to what they want. But I bought these little house shoes when I was in Utah that remind me of Uggs, just to kind of try it out. I think they were like $10 to $15 at Walmart, and I have actually been wearing them so much just for like my cozy laying about fits. And so it's kind of like, should I wait until fall to kind of get a pair? But I don't want to get Uggs because Uggs are pricey for a shoe that it's just not really something that I'm gonna wear to dress up. And so I think they're called Koolaburra Bure platforms. This is Uggs brand that does not use shearling or just the actual animal material. So this is better for people that don't believe in wearing that type of items. I know a lot of people that are vegan also will not wear animal products, so that's something to consider, but that's not why. I'm just doing it for pricing. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about those. Expect to see me in some. They're cozy. Fall and winter, though, is probably when I'm gonna wait to get them, because all the items I'm mentioning, I kind of have to space them out, of course, over the seasons, because I can't bulk purchase this all at once. Also, when you make a wish list, you don't want to buy it all at once. You want to sit on it. You want to think about it. You want to figure out, are you still gonna want this in a month? And if not, let's take it off the list. The New Balance 9060s, or is it 9060? I'm not too sure how they name it, but it's in the color Nori and this green. I'm not a sneaker girl. I was actually banned from buying sneakers last year, and I stuck to that. I did not buy any sneakers, but I've noticed that I've been wearing sneakers a little bit more recently, and I'm still not about to go out and bulk up my sneaker collection, but these, every time I see them, I think they're so cute. I've seen them in store. I still need to try them on, but yeah, they're so nice. The shape of the sneaker is cute, and it's green. I wear a lot of green, so I feel like I would get a ton of use out of these. Also, I have a lot of vacations coming up this year. I'm not gonna share too much about them. I want you guys to be excited, surprised, but they may require a lot of walking, and I wanna look into how comfortable these are, but it might be great to have a newer, fresher walking sneaker, because I think a lot of the sneakers I own, except for maybe one pair, are not meant for walking long distances. They kind of hurt my feet after a while. This one's a mouthful. All of the Tory Burch bags are, but this is the Tory Burch Mini Fleming Soft Chain Tote in black. I only have a black crossbody bag. I used to have a top handle bag, but it was just not working for my style anymore, so I passed it to my mom. But I've been wanting another black bag that is a handle, and this is not a handle that stays up, but it's both. So I could wear it as a crossbody, or it could also just be a really small little black bag with a handle that I could wear on like a night out or to the office. I just need another black bag that is a top handle, and then I'm good. Truly. I love colorful bags. I love printed texture, all of that. Maybe not printed, but you know, texture, weaving, suede, colors. I don't need a lot of black bag. I am not the girly that you go to for the black bag, but my crossbody has been putting in so much work, and it's time for a break, especially because it just can't fit the category that I need when I need a little black bag for the night out. Final thing in my wardrobe, which is probably gonna be a little bit weird to you guys, but undergarments. And not just like, oh, I need cute undergarments, but I need undergarments that make my clothing look good. I feel like some of the pieces in my wardrobe does not get nearly enough wear because it shows panty lines, or you know, the bra is like showing and like it's like too tight to my back. So many reasons. So I just want to invest in some really good undergarments and ones that match what I'm wearing. For example, when you wear suit pants as a lady, if the pants are even slightly tight, you could probably see a panty line. Men don't have that issue. Even when they wear, I cannot talk. Even when they wear tight pants. And the reason for that is because it's shorts. They're normally wearing boy shorts, boxers. I'm not even about to say briefs. Let's just stick to boy shorts and boxers. And when I wear boy shorts, or I guess men don't wear boy shorts, they wear boxers. Enough explaining. When I wear boy shorts, you can't see the lines. And so I really want to get some more boy shorts, maybe some shapewear. I don't really need it for shaping, but it does help to smooth out any lines on clothing. And yeah, although I want to build out my wardrobe a little bit more, undergarments are more important. And actually, that's not the final thing in my wardrobe. This is, I want a shearling coat. I want a genuine shearling coat. And I want it to be from Coach, I'm pretty sure. Over the past year and a half, maybe even 2 years, Coach keeps coming out with these beautiful shearling coats. I remember they used to have this cream one with, was it a skier or something printed on it? But I want it either in a cream color or a honey golden type of brown. And yeah, I want it short. I don't want it to be like down to the knees. It needs to be at least bottom of the butt or higher. But I think it's time. My outerwear, I've tried not to spend a lot of money on it. I still have a beautiful outerwear collection. It does what it needs to do, and shearling was never something that I could justify because it's very expensive, and I live in California. Y'all, but this winter this year, it's been burr outside, at least for us who are not used to the winter time. But I think it's time. I have a little more budget to play with, and I think instead of spending so much money on a large amount of clothing, which I haven't bought a ton of clothing in one sitting in a really long time, but still I'm continuously trying to bring down how much I consume, and I think just focusing on one coat, you know, a couple pairs of shoes in my jewelry is really more than enough for building my wardrobe out. And then just as I see clothing pieces that are affordable, I'll pick them up. But I don't have any specific clothing items on my list other than maybe just some more tops that I can wear, because that is a category of my wardrobe that's really lacking. For the final category, which is other, I want some Bluetooth headphones. I don't care how good they sound, how poor they sound. I think most modern headphones that are Bluetooth sound good enough. I don't want the, what are they called? Apple Pods? That is not what they're called. The little Apple ones that stick in your ears because they fall out. Those don't work for me. I want headphones. I want them for working out. I've been getting into the gym a little bit more, but mainly not so much the gym, but my home workouts. I've been working out from home more, and I would love to have that, as well as for editing. Sometimes I'm spending time with, you know, my friends or my boyfriend, and it's just nice for us to be in the same space, but not for me to be repeating the same clip over and over and over, and they have to hear that. So Bluetooth headphones would just be really great. Another item I want is a projector screen for this wall, as well as the wall in my bedroom, and the projector, of course, because I don't watch a lot of TV. However, when I have people over, I'm recognizing that I'm taking out my computer to put on a movie, and this was something I knew I wanted since moving in, but I wanted to live in the space a little bit before jumping to make that purchase, and it's time. I'm gonna go ahead and start looking into purchasing one. If you have one that you love that's relatively affordable, please put one down below. And then some more pieces for my bedroom and my bedroom closet. So some more IKEA wire drawers, as well as my macrame. Guys, I need to get it together and learn that word. But we're gonna go with macrame bean bag. I want a big white plush one, as well as some artwork above my bed. I know I haven't shown you guys my bedroom. I'm still thinking about that. We'll see. But that, as well as a toaster. This Christmas, I got an Instapot and an air fryer. I've been using the Instapot, the air fryer not so much, but I've noticed that I need a toaster. I need something to toast my bread, because I have not been making sandwiches or anything with bread, because to buy a whole loaf of bread for one person, even though my boyfriend comes over, I make dinner for him. I make dinner. We're normally not making bread or toast. So I want to be able to have sandwiches and French toast without wasting a loaf, and I noticed that I'll eat some bread and butter. So if I could just get a toaster to make toast randomly throughout the day when I want a snack, that would help me get rid of a bread loaf faster, because in the area that I live, I haven't found a grocery store for, let's just say, more mature people. Where my mama lives, there's a lot of elderly that live out there, so the grocery stores make half loaves of bread. They don't necessarily do that where I live out here. I'm in the city, and so yeah, I just need a full loaf. That is going to be all in terms of my wardrobe wish list. Hopefully it gave you guys some more ideas. Let me know any more video ideas you would like. I've been debating whether or not I want to go into my New Year's goals and planning. They're quite personal, but if you want to see how I plan that out and maybe a couple of the things I'm working on this year, I can create a video like that. But either way, please consider liking, subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.